Alright guys, welcome back to Budget Rebuilds. Today we're finishing up on our Road King police bike that had the blown head gasket. We went ahead and got both of our surfaces cleaned up. I got the new head gasket put on here. And I got all the surfaces cleaned up on our used head. I put a flat, what's it called? Straight edge. Put a straight edge on it and made sure that it wasn't warped and everything's good on it. So we'll go ahead and set it on here and I got the book out so we can torque it right and torque it to specs and get this thing going again. And I cleaned up the surface of the head where the bolts go down. I cleaned them up real well and just put a little bit of grease on there so that we don't get any false torque readings when we're torquing this down. Alright, so I have my torque wrench set at 100 inch-pounds. And bolt number 2. Bolt number 3. And bolt number 4. Alright, now it says to go to 144 to 168 inch-pounds. So I'll set it at like 160. Okay. 160. Alright, now it says to make a vertical mark on each head bolt, and we're going to go 90 degrees on each one. So I'll get out my paint pen. I'll just make a little dot over here too. There we go. Alright, I'm going to do it on these back 2 bolts, and we should be done with bolting the head on. That should do it. We got our head torqued down now. We'll go ahead and, I'll have more room without the rocker boxes on here. I'll go ahead and stick our intake back on it, get all of our electrical plug-ins put in, and then put our rocker box covers back on it. Alright, so I went ahead and replaced the intake seals. It's just a good idea while we're in there. I just cleaned everything up and put a little bit of grease in there so it kind of helps seat it when it gets tightened down. I'm going to get everything snugged up with my fingers as far as I can go first, and as even as I can before I start snugging everything down. I'm going to go ahead and bolt up our intake backing plate just so that I make sure the intake's in the right place before I snug it down. like I said, I'm just doing a little bit at a time. I'm not going to snug up one side all the way and then move it because I want it to tighten up evenly on the head. Alright, we'll go ahead and start moving to our rocker covers now. Alright, we'll go ahead and start putting all of our sensors back on and plugged in. Got the compression release. I think this is a map sensor. What else we got? Got an injector over here. Another injector. I'm going to leave that alone for doing my throttle, or my, what do you call them things? Pushrod tubes. I said I was about to put on the rocker covers, but I'm going to go ahead and put the pushrod tubes on first. Alright, so we're putting our lower rocker box cover on first. Oh, no, we need to do the other pushrod tube. I forgot about that. So looking back, I guess silver is intake and black is exhaust. We'll put a little bit of assembly lube on both ends of this. So black exhaust. Try to fish this thing through here again. Just going to kind of go around to each side and snug it up a little bit at a time in case there's any pressure on the valves, which I don't I don't think there was on this one. Got the torque wrench and double check that those are the proper torque. We'll go ahead and put it on our upper rocker box cover. Alright, got all that done. Now we can go ahead and snug down our exhaust and put on our intake breather. We'll go ahead and button up the engine part of this and just stick the intake back on it, and then we can get to changing out the check valve in the tank and hopefully get this thing running again. Alright, so I'm sure they make a tool for this, but this is how I've done it in the past. And then we should just have like a little connector here to undo, I think. And you got two quick connects down here on the bottom of this fuel filter. I think it's this one on the bottom. And then I've already got this unscrewed down here on the bottom, but or I already have it loosened up, but basically just unscrew it. Comes right out of there. Go ahead and slide our new one back up in here. plug our connectors back in. We're in there. All right, I guess the dash now. Alright, let's go get some gas and see if she runs. You got fuel pump. It ain't leaking. Alright, finally got this freebie job all done. Runs good, no noises, and no more gas leaks. So, alright, we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers, so please don't forget to share and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.